Assalamualaikum and good morning to Madam Nurul Hayani binti Abdul Rahman. Today our group will be presenting for understanding inclusivity and diversity, key barrier and their effects. Before we present, let me introduce our group members. Our group member are divided to 5 group members, which is Muhammad Syarif bin Abdul Rahim, student ID 2022-43858, Noh Hamzah bin Ahmad, student ID 2022-667-354, and I'm Muhammad Hanif bin Abu Hassan, my student ID 2022-455-902, Noh Fatin Syafiqah binti Muhammad Hafiz, student ID 2022-629-378, and last Encik Yusof bin Ibrahim, student ID 2021-641-606. Okay, let's continue for the problem statement, diversity and inclusivity, key barrier and their impacts. In professional settings that are becoming more diverse, creating real people inclusion is still a difficult and changing problem. People who are moving to multicultural workplace face even more problem because of disparities in communication, pressure to adapt, and the feelings that they don't have the same access to changes as others. This include emotional safety score in group and out of group, which is for the statistics mentioned in the journal, 58.1 for in-group involved in in-group members, and out-group members is statistic mentioned is 41.9%.
Assalamualaikum. Hi, my name is Hamzah bin Ahmad. I will present about definition inclusivity, diversity, impact on employee. First, let us understand the meaning of inclusivity and diversity. Inclusivity refers to creating a workplace where all employees feel respected, valued, supported, and treated equally regardless of their background or differences. So inclusivity ensures that every employee has equal opportunities to contribute and participate in the organization by Yang 2024. So diversity refers to the differences among employees such as race, gender, religion, culture, age, abilities, experiences, and perspective. A diverse workplace consists of people from various backgrounds working together. It's by Garrick, Johnson, and Aaron 2034. Both inclusivity and diversity are important because they help organization create a positive work environment, improve teamwork, increase employee satisfaction, and encourage better performance.
Communication barrier in the workplace include language, culture, and physical barriers that hinder effective information sharing among employees. Communication barrier may cause misunderstanding, reduce productivity, low employees' morale, and ineffective teamwork. Resistance to change occur when employees oppose diversity and inclusivity initiative due to long-established belief and unconscious bias. This barrier can affect recruitment, promotion, training, and performance elevation. Workplace discrimination and equal treatment based on gender, race, age, ability, and socio-economic status. It limits career opportunities, promotion, and fair treatment for effective employees. And negative impact inclusivity, employee morals, workplace equality, and overall organizational performance. structural barriers and organizational obstacles such as bias policy, discrimination, and unequal opportunities that limits inclusivity. Removing structural barrier help promotes equal diversity, inclusivity, and improves organizational culture and performance.
Thank you to Encik Yusof for the explanation on structural barrier. Next, I will explain the issue and statistic related to lack of inclusivity and diversity in organization. Nowadays, many employees still face and discrimination and equal opportunity in the workplace. This usually happen because of bias, weak policy, lack of awareness, and limited support from the organization. Because of this, some employees may feel left out or not appreciated at work. Besides that, difference in communication and culture can also affect teamwork and make the working environment less comfortable for employees from different backgrounds. According to ICEPS in 2021, around 42% of employees resigned from their job due to poor workplace diversity and inclusion. This shows that inclusivity is very important in keeping employees satisfied and motivated at work. Research of Rana et al. In 2026 also show the organization that practice inclusivity usually have better performance, stronger teamwork, and higher innovation. On the other hand, organization with poor inclusivity may face lower employee certification and higher turnover rates. Therefore, organizations should create a more inclusive and diverse workplace to ensure employees feel respected, valued, and treated fairly. Now, I will pass my another slide to Mr. Sharil. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. My name is Muhammad Sharif bin Abdul Rahim. I would like to continue the presentation. Moving on to the lack of inclusivity and diversity. So it breaks down into two impacts. One is towards the employees. Another one is towards the organization. So the first impact towards the employee is increased stress and low self-esteem. So when employees feel excluded or discriminated against, they may feel stressed and anxious and less confident in their abilities. So for example, if an employee's ideas are ignored because of their race or their gender, they may feel undervalued or even lose confidence. So this can cause emotional stress and reduce an employee's belief in their own skills and contributions. So the next impact is it will reduce motivation and engagement of the employee itself. So employees are less motivated when they feel contributions are not appreciated equally. For example, if only certain employees are praised or awarded, so others may stop putting in extra effort. So when people feel unrecognized, they may become disengaged and less committed to their work. So the third one is limited growth and career opportunities. So a lack of inclusivity can prevent fair promotion and career development opportunities. So for example, an employer may be overlooked for promotion because of bias instead of performance. So this creates inequality and prevents talented employees from reaching their full potential. So the last one is feeling of exclusion and unfair treatment towards the employees. So employees may feel isolated if they are excluded from discussion, decision, and even social activities. For example, team members, if they are speaking in a language others do not understand during a meeting, can make some employees feel left out. So this can create a negative work experience and lower job satisfaction. So we move on to the impact on organization. So the first impact is it can lower productivity and performance. So employees who feel excluded often perform below their best. So for example, if workers feel unsupported, they may become less productive and make more mistakes. This directly affects the overall performance of the organization. So the next impact is poor teamwork and communication. So a non-inclusive environment creates barriers between employees. For example, employees may avoid sharing ideas because they fear criticism and rejection. So this reduces collaboration and make teamwork less effective. So the next one is high turnover rate and increased costs. Employees are more likely to leave the workplaces where they feel excluded. So for example, replacing employees require recruitment, require training, and even adjustment time, which increases costs for the organization. So high turnover also affect team stability and productivity. So the last impact is damage the reputation and the company image itself. So organization that known for discrimination may lose trust not just from the employees but from the customer themselves. So for example, negative review about unfair workplace practices can harm the company's public image. So a poor reputation can make it difficult to attract top talent and top customers. So the next slide is recommendation. So what we have recommended to improve inclusivity and diversity in the workplace. So the first method is we have to improve and enforce exclusive HR policies. So organization should create clear policies against discrimination. For example, equal opportunity hiring policies ensure fairness. So policies must be applied consistently to all employees. So the second method is to provide diversity and inclusion training. So this training will help employees to understand an unconscious bias. So for example, workplace can teach staff or can teach employees on how to communicate respectfully. So this creates awareness and encourages positive workplace behavior. So the third method is promote equal opportunities. So promotion and rewards could be based on performance. For example, using transparent promotion criteria reduces bias. So this ensures fairness to all employees. The next one is to encourage open communication. Employees should feel safe if they wanted to share their concern. So for example, regular feedback sessions allow open discussion. This helps build trust and understanding. The next one is build a supportive workplace culture. A positive culture values everyone's differences. For example, celebrating cultural events can promote appreciation and inclusion. This makes employees feel respected. And connected. The last one is continuously evaluate and improve. Organization should regularly review diversity efforts. For example, employee surveys can identify areas for improvement. So this ensures long-term progress. Thank you. So the last slide of our presentation is the conclusion of the inclusivity and diversity in the workplaces. So what we can conclude is that inclusivity and diversity are necessary in the workplace success. So organizations that value diversity often perform better because employees feel motivated and respected. So inclusivity and diversity, they can create fair, respectful and productive workplaces. Organizations must remove barriers and provide equal opportunities so every employee feels valued and can contribute their best. That's all from us. Thank you.